Hello, welcome to class today. In this class we're doing a pregnancy yoga flow. So this is quite a short class, just when you don't have much time or energy, but you want to get a little bit of movement into your body. I've got my blocks and my bolster. If you have those handy, please grab them, but we can get away without them. All right, to begin with today, I just want you to come into a comfortable seated position. I'm going to sit up on my bolster. And we're going to lift the hands up overhead. So palms face up towards the ceiling. Inhale as we bring the arms up. Turn the palms face out and exhale down. So I want you to engage, inhale up, engage that diaphragmatic breath. So we're breathing full into the belly, exhale down. Inhale up. Nice full deep breath. Turn the hands out, exhale down. Now inhale as the arms come to the front. Take the fingertips together slightly. Turn the hands out, exhale. Expand out through the chest. Turn the palms forward, inhale. Turn the hands out, exhale. Left fingertips down towards the floor. Inhale, arm comes up over towards the ear. Exhale back to center. Let right fingertips down. Left arm up and over. Inhale. Exhale. All the way back. Nice. Coming off your bolster. Just placing that over there. Coming over into an all fours position. Let's take the left foot out to the side, place the left foot onto the floor. You can take the hands a little further if you like, or keep them under the shoulders. Here we're rocking back towards the heel and forward. Rocking back. Now you might be a little bit limited depending on where belly is at the moment, but you're just coming back as far as you can. And forward. One more time. Rocking back. And left leg comes in. Let's switch it over. Right foot comes out. Plant the right foot onto the floor. Set your hand position and rocking back. Here I want you to think about trying to rock straight back rather than you might feel like you want to hike that left hip out and rock towards the hip. Trying to stay quite central with the weight. Just have the breath nice and steady and even. Nice, rocking back and hold. And coming up. Bringing that right leg in. Okay, here we're going to take some chest barrels. So chest comes down towards the floor and then rounding through the back. Again, breath is nice and steady. Switch direction. Nice. And up. Next, we're going to press back into a down dog. If you do not want to have your head lower than the hips today, if you're feeling nauseous or there's reflux, please use the wall. Otherwise, hands down, tuck the toes under. Exhale here as we lift all the way up into a down dog. Take the legs as wide as you need, and we're pedaling the heels down towards the floor. Nice, and hold. Press the ground away or the wall away. If you're on the wall, then drop the chest down towards the floor and get a really nice shoulder stretch there. Nice. From here, we're going to drop the knees back down towards the floor. So if you're on the wall, coming back to your mat, and a few options here. We're going to take some plank rocks. So rocking forward into a kneeling plank and rocking back. Rocking forward, rocking back. If you'd like to add on into a full plank, you absolutely can. Take one leg back, exhale, other leg back into plank, and instead you'll be rocking into a little mini down dog and back into the plank. So just being mindful to exhale as you come into the plank position, either the full or kneeling plank. One more. Hold. And dropping the knees all the way down, rocking back onto the heels. So we're coming up into a standing position. You can either rock back into a squat and come up, or come up through a lunge position, coming to top of your mat. Okay, coming down into a mini squat. Bring the weight into the left foot, step back to a high lunge, keeping that right hip forward, stay onto the ball of the back foot. See if you can drop it a little bit lower. Now, taking the left forearm onto the left knee, just lightly. It's a light touch, not a leaning in. And the right arm comes up by the ear. You can plant the back heel and turn out to the side if you wish. And see if you can come a little bit deeper. Stay light on that left leg. Drive that little pinky toe into the floor at the back. So we're getting this beautiful, strong line. Coming all the way back up into our warrior position. See if you can drop again a little bit deeper. Now flipping it over. Right hand comes down the back leg and left arm reaches all the way up. Gaze up if you like. Back to the front. Let's turn that right hip back to the front onto the ball of the back foot. And we're going to do some knee taps. So you're tapping the floor or as low as you can get with the back knee. 1, back up to your lunge. 2, and 3. Down again into our chair pose. Over, the weight comes over into the right foot and we step back into our crescent lunge with the left. Nice, bring the arms up. Then we're taking the right hand down to that right knee. Just a light touch. You can open out through that left side if you like, planting the left leg heel down. Staying light on the leg. Reaching it up and over near the ear. You can take the gaze up at the hand or just keep it out to the side. Can you come a little deeper? Then keeping that position with the legs. Back to your warrior 3, warrior 2. Back to your warrior 2. Left hand comes down, flip the right arm, palm up towards the ceiling and reverse. Drop it a little deeper into the lunge. All the way back onto the ball of the left foot into that high lunge position. And we reach forward, step that left foot in, coming all the way back to your chair pose and standing up. Preparing for our deep squat. So you can take a supported version, or if you want more of a challenge, then you just do this without support. So preparing, taking the feet a little bit wider. You can come straight down, or you might need to come to the floor first and then come into the position. See if you can come all the way and sit down. Otherwise you can come in from all fours. So if belly is really big and this is starting to feel quite uncomfortable, please take the feet wide and take them a little bit further away from you. If you would like to really challenge yourself, and this is a great birth preparation movement, try the full squat without the pillow or the cushion. If the heels don't come to the floor, that's fine. You just stay a little bit further up with the heels, or even pad them up with a towel or roll your mat up underneath. Now see if you can sit up nice and tall, so we're not just collapsing through the back. can press the knees out slightly with the elbows. And holding here. Amazing laboring position. It's great as a supported version too in labor. Not so ideal as a birthing position because it can be too much pressure on the perineum and those tissues, but awesome. I used this a lot in my second labor and it was awesome. I also held on to like a rope in front of me, which was really nice too. So, but if you don't practice this much in pregnancy, it's not going to be very comfortable in labor. You probably won't want to use it. So it's great position to practice. Now let's take the left fingertips down towards the floor and open up the right hand towards the ceiling. Keep pressing that elbow or that shoulder into the knee. Coming down, switch over, right fingertips down, opening up on the left side. Keep the breath steady. And all the way back. Now we're going to take a seat. You can either sit back on your bolster or you can see if you can sit down to the floor with some sort of control. And we'll move into our little pancake or straddle sequence. So for this one, I do recommend sitting up on something. If when you sit into this wide leg position on the floor, you do get some rounding in the back or it's hard to sit up. And this can happen in pregnancy, even if usually you might feel okay. So taking something under the bum. Nice, sitting up nice and tall. Here I want you to interlace the fingers. We're going to take the hands out towards the left toes, reaching across, keep reaching, over to the right and back in and reverse. Out over the right, reaching and back in on the left. Reaching out towards the left toes, all the way across to the right and in. One more time, out over the right, across over to the left and back in. Taking the fingertips behind you and lifting the chest up towards the ceiling. And then taking some deep breaths down into the belly. You might find that this is a bit relieving if you are further along in pregnancy, because it can feel like there's no space to breathe. So chest lifts, breathing into the belly. Oh, nice, walking your way back up. Now taking the fingertips down in front of you, keeping that nice long spine, and let's take some little pulses down towards the floor. You might even get belly to touch the floor. Nice, keep pulsing here. If you are quite flexible, you might find you can take the fingertips further away and come a little bit deeper. We're keeping this active though, so see how my toes are slightly flexed back towards me. My heels are pressing into the mat as well. I really like active stretching in pregnancy because of the instability that we get in the joints from the relaxin hormone. So a lot of passive stretching can actually make pain and discomfort worse. Walking all the way back in. Beautiful. Let's take the soles of the feet to the floor, and here just dropping the knees side to side. Nice, back to center, keeping the left knee as it is and dropping the right knee in towards the floor. And back, left knee in towards the floor. Hopefully you're getting sensation, stretch sensation in the inner groin there. One more time, right drops. And the left. Bring the feet a little bit further towards each other, and now drop the right knee out. Back in, left knee out. And back in, right knee out. And back in, left, out. Bring the feet together, dropping both knees out. You can bring the soles of the feet in a little bit closer if you like. Take a little butterfly position, sitting up nice and tall. If you do have a wall handy, it can be nice to lean your back against the wall with this one. And breathing here. If you are super flexible and you do want to add on, like if your knees already came to the floor, you can pop a block under your feet. But again, just be mindful of not forcing anything. If you do have a tendency to be hypermobile, very mobile joints, then pregnancy is not the time to push that. We want to be adding more stability, strength work to the joints. Nice, bringing the knees back towards each other, coming off your bolster. And let's take a puppy pose to finish here. So bolster if you have it, otherwise just have the hands on the floor. Take the knees about hip width apart, and we're dropping the chest down towards the floor. So further along in pregnancy, this can feel quite heavy or unsupported on the belly. If so, you can also, or instead, have your bolster there, which you can have your belly resting lightly on, so it feels a bit more supported, and then drop the chest down towards the floor. Nice. You can take the elbows down if you prefer. 3 more breaths here. Down into the belly. Beautiful, making your way back up. And we'll leave it there today. If you have time, then please take a little bit more relaxation. You could take a reclined position, legs up the wall, side lying, and taking a little bit more time just to connect in with yourself, with Bub. But if that's all you have time for, like me, I gotta run now, then I'll see you again really, really soon. As always, please reach out to me if you have any questions, concerns, anything, or requests for a particular style or type of class. All right, take care. I'll see you again really soon. Bye.